Okay, so good evening and good afternoon, good morning to people who are joining in from all over the world. Uh, how do you all like today's topic? What's in it for me? That's what everybody asks me. What's in it for me? That seems to be the slogan of our generation, Gen Z, Gen, whatever. Last time we had discussed those different gens. Everybody wants to know what's in it for me. Even our kids are asking us as parents or adults, what is in it for me? And even my mother, who is not from any of our known generations, will say, "To mujhe kya milega?" I was very, taken in that everybody is so much into this "tu tera main mera," you know. So the topic is planets, aphorisms, synecdoches, and more. So what do you all think of the picture?
Scary, straight from a horror film.
Ashish had written something when he had first seen it. He said this is an innovative way of saying "muh band rakho," you know. And so this is a very scary thing because you're always used to seeing two eyes and your mouth being there. But essentially, this is a multitasking of your sense organs. Your mouth is supposed to be able to see, and your eye is supposed to be able to taste, you know, or help you to chew, right? Taste and chew, the tongue and the teeth, right? So it is a very unusual representation of our organs, our sense organs, but this is a insight into what we are capable of doing. Now, what do you understand by the meaning of aphorism?
I don't.
So aphorism is a nice way of saying a regular thing, a witty way of communicating, of saying a simple one line thing that makes a lot of sense when it is witty, right? And a synecdoche is when a part will mean the whole, right? So, like if I say, I'll get to that, right? So, today's Zoom, we will look at all these points. Now, I'll start straight away with planets, the effects of habits on planets. So, we have all learned that planets affect us, but now I'm telling you how to unravel what you were born with. So how will you unravel it? Mostly people will go to a puja place, to a pandit ji and ask them कि हमारी शादी नहीं हो रही है, हमें बच्चे नहीं हो रहे हैं. Or like Raja Dashrath did, he did a yagya to get children, right? He wasn't able to get children. And you all know, I told you all in a story that I feel that the reason why he was not able to get children was because he had been cursed by Shravan's parents, कि may you also suffer the pain of loss of a child. But since he had not knowingly killed Shravan Kumar, I feel that the universe was protecting him from the curse. But he twisted the arm of the universe, did a yagya, got children, and then suffered the pain of Vairag from his child, right? You all know Ramayan, correct, Sumit? तू तो वहां का पैदा हुआ हुआ है, right?
I am not sure how he suffered. Do you mean when Rama went to?
Yes. So the
Uh,
curse came to true. So the point that I had made in some previous Zoom was that when we are suffering, it is better that we just allow it to be what it is, a level of suffering, which is मुझे बच्चा नहीं हो रहा है. But because he asked for the child, and then he had the children, and then he had to say bye to them, and that killed them, right? As soon as Rama left Ayodhya, he died of a heart attack, broken heart, right? So, what can we do to work with our planets is to change our habits. So, what are these habits? Why do we need to do that is to get ease of life. So, planets in our life are positioned in our birth charts to walk us down a path of trial or triumph. Okay, when we change our habits, planets start improving or denigrating, giving respective results. They actually start improving in our birth chart if we are positive. If they are positive, they will start improving, and if they are negative, they will start to at least stop being that punishing. So keeping our temple clean, meaning घर में अगर मंदिर है तो उसको साफ रखें. Jupiter will give you good results. Now, what does Jupiter do is he makes you extremely like rich. You will be rich. You will not be luxurious. Luxurious another planet will do for you, but he will make you rich. Why? Because Jupiter will also give you gyan. Jupiter will also make you stand out in a crowd. Right? So you want Jupiter on your side. Do you want to appear like a fool? No. Do you want to appear like an uneducated person when actually, assuming you are uneducated, it is wisdom to keep your mouth shut. But if you start talking, you appear like a fool, which Jupiter will stop you from appearing. So you want him on your side, leaving dirty plates and vessels like you see in movies. No? They'll show you a movie with cluttered sink, soda cans, cigarette ash, ashtrays littered around, unclean vessels lying next to a sofa, on the table, sideboards. Anywhere in the house, you will see all those kinds of things. Results in hindrance of success in our life. So if you're meant to have success, it will be a hindrance to the success. So, for example, what would be success for, say, Gagan? What would be success for you? That thing will be hindered. What is a success for you, Sumit? Will be hindered if you don't pick up your own dirty plates and keep them back in the sink. Keep them in the right place. Or for that matter, they're clean plates. You've taken them out of the dishwasher and they're just lying on the sink, on the, on the platform. Keep them in the right place, clean them yourselves. If you do the cleaning of your own vessels, then Moon and Saturn will give you good results. So what does Moon do? It gives you flow of money. So you have money, but it doesn't flow. What does that mean? So right now, I know for a fact that I've got investments, but I'm not really getting to use them, or I'm not seeing them every day in my house. So when Moon comes into the picture, the investments will grow and I will start to see the flow. I will get dividends, I will get bonus shares, I will get, are you getting my point? Flow is also that मुझे फटफटी खरीदनी लेकिन पैसे नहीं है. आ जाएंगे 2-3 महीने के बाद आ जाएंगे लेकिन अब नहीं है. और 2-3 महीने के बाद शायद वो फटफटी नहीं है. So this is Moon. Moon will also give you a lot of calmness. You won't panic, you won't think wrongly, your perspectives will not be haywired. And Saturn, what does Saturn do? It gives you a great deal of wealth. If Saturn is unhappy with you and Venus and Jupiter are happy with you, which are both wealth creating planets, then Saturn will make sure that you don't see that wealth. Like that you're supposed to get these 2-3 houses, and those people, by the time it's your time to get it, those houses will have been sold. You get my point? Is anybody not in the loop? Sumit, you don't believe in all these things?
The
Sorry,
last bit,
yeah.
Can you just repeat the last bit? The flow of finances, the last two lines that you repeat.
Can you remind me?
You were talking about Venus and Jupiter and
Yes.
thereby Saturn. So can you just repeat? Because I think that went a little fast. I want to absorb that more, like process that.
So I said Moon is flow of money. It is your mother. Moon is peace of mind. You won't get all the time anxious. And Saturn is what gives you a lot of wealth, because he's actually that very strict planet who punishes you. But if you are meant to get your wealth from Venus or Jupiter, Saturn, if it is not happy with you, will make sure that you don't taste it. तो कैसे कि तुम्हारे को बहुत सारे घर तुम्हारे नसीब में, तुम्हारे कि तुम्हारा मामा अपना घर तुमको देके जाने वाला है, तुमको मालूम है कि तुम्हारे नानी का घर तुमको मिलने वाला है, या तुम्हारे दादी का घर. But by the time it's your time to get it, they will have been sold. Those things will have been sold. So Saturn will do that. So if you want to make Saturn and Moon happy, अपने 2 बर्तन, सारे घर के बर्तन मत धो, अपने 2 बर्तन धो लो और रख लो, है ना? Make sense?
On a lighter note, everyone in the US does that.
Yeah. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing I was going to tell you. See, one of the ways to keep Rahu happy is to clean your own toilet. We all are cleaning our own toilets over there. ठीक है ना, वहां पे वो लोग बर्तन धो रहे हैं. So when we say na, all these people in India, they have these TikToks. I don't know what all is coming on Facebook. बाहर के लोग ये करते हैं, बाहर के लोग ये मीट खाते हैं, पर वो लोग झाड़ू पोछा कर रहे हैं, वो लोग टॉयलेट्स धो रहे हैं, वो लोग अपना बर्तन धो रहे हैं, अपने कपड़े भी उनको शायद धोना पड़ता है कभी कभी, यू नो। तो वो लोग लिटरली ये सब चीज कर रहे हैं जो हम अपनी बाइयों से करा रहे हैं। सी दे विल बी पुटिंग द डिशेस इनटू द डिशवॉशर, पर 6-7 बर्तन तो खुद धो ही लेते हैं। And I have seen many people who are living in New York who are really been there since they were born, and many of them don't have a dishwasher. In fact, Nikhil went to a South Asian's home for lunch or some party or something, and he was surprised to see that the mother of this South Asian had kept purane bags in the dishwasher, had never from the time, like she must be 60, for the last 40 years she's been in America, she's never used a dishwasher. She has a dishwasher, right? But then she's South Asian. I'm talking of white Americans also don't possess a dishwasher.
Chinese.
Okay, she was a Chinese, right? Now, staying awake until late at night, your moon is unable to give good results. So, what is moon? Gives flow of money, peace of mind. The chattering mind calms down, hyperactive, irritability. Har cheez mein nuks nikalna. This is moon when it is spoilt. Offering gifts, guests, visitors, service people who come home, clean drinking water. It is good for Rahu. Now, I have often seen कि लोग ना गंदा पानी, used glass, पुराने glasses देते हैं जो ये service people आते हैं उनको. तो शायद maybe if you're very OCD or something, you can buy a whole set of plastic glasses or whole set of disposable paper glasses or something or the other. Or you can keep a set of glasses and cups for them. सो आपका आएगा ना वो बंदा अगर दरवाजे पे, तो उसको पानी ऑफर करें, वो पिए या ना पिए. देन लाइक अ कुरियर, Amazon, Blinkit, पोस्टमैन, कार वॉश गाय, वॉचमैन, गेस्ट मेड, इनको सबको पानी ऑफर करें. Mars will travel when the kitchen is kept dirty. When we keep our kitchen clean, it helps Mars in bringing you success. Mars brings you success because it gives you that drive, that ambition. And less anger and zero conflict. So अगर देखिए, एक है चिक चिक करना जो हो गया मून, वो very irritable and all, and Mars is like lot of internal violence. फिर कुत्ते को मारेंगे, बच्चे को मारेंगे, कोई सामने से टक्कर करेगा तो मन में कुत्ता बोलेंगे. All that is Mars. Okay? So you know that this is going to affect your health, right? All these things are going to affect your health, your nature. Wake up early in the morning, give water to plants. This will make Mercury, Sun and Venus strong in your life. So अगर आपके घर में झाड़ वाड़ नहीं है तो ऊपर से विंडो से अगर नीचे आपके गार्डन है, like I know I live on a very high floor in New York and there's no way I'm going to go down in that freezing thing. तो थोड़े drops of water डाल दिए ना बाहर ऐसे करके, तो प्लांट्स को लग रहे हैं, ये सोच के कर लो, इतना तो कर लो, है ना. Sorry, people who drag their feet and walk, their Rahu gets spoiled. Now, when Rahu gets spoiled, what happens? You just lose your mind, you become like, jaldi jaldi sab karna hai, too much of stress and literally spiraling, यहाँ भी greed for experience, not satisfied with anything. ये राहु थोड़ा पागल से लोग आपने देखे होंगे ना अपने actors, actresses में बहुत fast बोलते हैं, right? Nobody's giving me any expressions. Is something wrong with the presentation? Okay, now I just have to also say that I'd injured myself when I was dragging my feet, and everybody who at home I had explained कि boss अपने feet मत drag करो. They are all, मेरे को एक तो इतना चलना पड़ता है न्यूयॉर्क में, ऊपर से मेरे को बोल रहे don't drag your feet. मेरे पाँव में इतना इंजरी था, पता है. So I was laughing like कि उनको पता है कि I'm dragging my feet for this, but still don't drag. It was a good reminder. People, when we leave our clothes everywhere and spill water needlessly in the bathroom, then moon will stop giving what was meant for you. After coming home, when we leave our slippers, shoes and socks lying around, then enemies will give us trouble. So I have seen कि जूते वूते जो चेयर पे बैठ के हमने जूते वूते निकाले ना, वहीं पे छोड़ देते हैं. पहले पानी पीने जाते हैं, फिर उधर जाते हैं, फिर इधर जाते हैं, वो जूते वहां रह जाते हैं, है ना. या गगन?
Yeah, I'm just picking up that some of these things were so inherent by our parents who taught us these things.
And at that time, we
So,
thought they were dhakkans, but they were actually doing this to help us.
wait, We never thought they were ducats, but I mean, it was really appreciated that they, put this as we actually been inculcated in that scenario, and we also don't do these kind of things.
And
All
also,
these things we're talking about right now is just coming back to me.
but like how South Indians necessarily will teach their daughters dancing and their boys to sing or play an instrument. Today, when you read all these things that I am researching for y'all, it is so necessary for us to know one instrument. It is so necessary for the ladies of the house to know how to do rangoli, because you are actually welcoming Lakshmi into your house by putting rangoli outside your door, because your door signifies your ancestors. Your door signifies Devi Lakshmi. You see? Hanji, Ashish, you were saying?
Asking rather, enemies म्हणजे काय?
Enemies
Enemies म्हणजे कुठला
म्हणजे
planet?
enemies म्हणजे your chairman doesn't like you. बिल्डिंग के लोग जो फालतू में टाइम पास के लिए लोगों से पंगा लेते हैं वो आपसे लेंगे, वरना वो आपको इग्नोर करेंगे.
तो वो कोई planet है again? Like how you've referred to every planet. So there is any planet there in that point?
So that is
Enemy?
Ketu, Rahu, Saturn, Mars, all of these.
Okay. Got
Your enemy could be coming from an ancestral side, it's a Ketu. If your enemy is coming from somebody who is vengeful to you, it's coming from Rahu. Got it?
Super interesting.
Rahu and Saturn do not give good results when things are scattered on your bed, or bedsheet is crumpled, or pillows are thrown everywhere on the bed. Now, people who keep their pets on their bed, make sure your bed is clean no matter what the pet is shedding hair or whatever. Please, if you are interested in having your pet in the bed, there might be some pluses and minuses to it planet-wise, but please make sure your bed is still clean. Saturn gets bad when we shout while we are talking. So there are many people who, when I am talking to them on a call or on a consult, they have come to my clinic, and कांच का टेबल, मतलब कांच का एक होता है ना, पहले वुडन टेबल है, उसके ऊपर कांच होता है, उसके नीचे हम अपना लिस्ट ऑफ मेडिसिन वगैरह लगाते हैं ना, तो सब देख सकते हैं. उस पे आके दोनों हाथों से ऐसा ठक करके, वन ईरानी लेडी. तो जब वो लोग ऐसा चिल्ला के बात करेंगे, तो सैटर्न अगर गुस्सा हुआ ना, तो आपके साथ ये सब अलग अलग तरीकों से आपके पास ये वापस आएगा. लोग आपके साथ चिल्ला के बात करेंगे, आपको पैल्पिटेशन होगा, आप हमेशा झगड़ालू लोगों को मिलेंगे, वगैरह वगैरह. Okay, now what's the point in telling you all this is because when you go through all this, your health gets immensely affected. There's a lot of trauma which you don't realize. Lot of dissociative activities happen in your mind, in your brain, and in your body. Getting the blessings from our elders, like Sumit, anytime he meets me, I remember he met me at some very fancy place. He touched my feet, and everybody in Bandra was looking at it. But I was like so impressed. So getting blessings from our elders makes, and Ronak is another one who does it. He did it to me on an airport, at an international airport. It was like mahaku. Makes Jupiter happy and gives us happiness and progress in life. So you will progress by touching your elders' feet. Okay? Make sense? When children and elders are happy in our family, Goddess Lakshmi Ji showers her blessings on us, meaning money and harmony. Now, what happens when your son is ruined? So when the son is ruined, your attitude is arrogant. You say my way or the highway. Then you force others to obey you. Your branding and goodwill is spoiled. You face conflicts with everything. You'll face conflict with the plumber, you'll face conflict with the jaduwala, you'll face conflicts with the traffic police, you'll face conflict when people are overtaking you. They'll simply at all overtake you. I mean, there'll be a lot of litigation. Yeah, Ashish?
Remedies for sun?
It's coming next.
Oh, super.
And children and father, they will be not harmonious if your son is affected. Now, if your son is affected, you will also not get any fame. तुम करते जाओगे लेकिन तुम्हें कोई वो fame नहीं देगा. It's there, huh? The solution is there. Basically, the solution is to use tamba and good. तो तांबे में पानी पियो, तांबे के बर्तन में पानी रखो, और बाद में जब ठंडी लगती है, गर्मी लगती है, तो पानी उसी में से पियो. अपना एक लोटा ना रोज घस के उसको साइड में रखो, अपने तांबे के इसमें से पियो, गुड़ खाओ. ओके,
And does Surya Namaskar help and
Of
सूरज को
course,
जल देना
of
in
course.
that sense?
आर्घ्य
Okay.
करना बहुत बड़ी बात है सन को. Moon, mind is unhappy, there is depression, anxiety, irritation. Education doesn't help in earning. Available cash is never sufficing. It's never enough. हेल्थ हमेशा ऊपर नीचे रहेगी. कभी टांग में धक्का लग जाएगा, कभी सर्दी होगी, कभी कुत्ते ने काटा होगा, ये सब होता रहेगा. इफ योर मून इज नॉट हैप्पी विथ यू, if it's not good for you, and आपका relationship with your mother will never be good. Mars, no energy, sluggishness, irritability without reason, कुड़कुड़, argumentative, property के झगड़े, बिना बात का के लोगों से संबंध खराब होना. I didn't know how to write this in English. That's why बिना बात के लोगों से संबंध खराब होना. Mercury is बोल, अपनी उच्चारण बहुत बिटर है. हमेशा दूसरों को ब्लेम करना, अनथिंकिंगली बोलना, बुद्धि साथ छोड़ देती है. जहाँ नहीं बोलना चाहिए, सही शब्दों नहीं बोलना चाहिए, वहां बोलते हैं. सही शब्दों का चुनाव खराब हो जाएगा. Solutions नहीं मिलेंगे. I've seen people, they'll present their problems in such a convoluted way to me and I can see straight what is actually the problem. इतना विस्तार करके मेरे को बताते हैं because they're just not able to see that straight path to the problem. I'm not saying see the solution, at least see the problem correctly. समझ में नहीं आता है, एक्सेप्टेंस खत्म हो जाती है. कोई भी चीज एक्सेप्ट करने की ताकत नहीं बचती है इफ योर मर्क्यूरी इज स्पॉइल्ड. रिजेक्शन और हेट इज एक्सपीरियंस. तो दूसरे लोग आपको हेट करेंगे, रिजेक्ट करेंगे. यू सी देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ इंटरमिंगलिंग ऑफ ऑल दीज. यू कैन सी दैट, राइट? कोई प्लैनेट एक्सक्लूसिवली एक चीज नहीं कर रहा है. सुमित कुमार, यार तू कुकआउट पे गया है, इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि तू हमको इग्नोर करे. अच्छा,
Not ignoring, auntie.
तो क्या कर रहे हो? स्मोक कर रहे हो?
No, somebody gave me a plate of food. I hadn't eaten anything. I was trying to eat.
सॉरी, खा ले. मैं ऐसे ही.
Sorry.
पर तू सुन रहा है ना, क्योंकि दिस गाय इज वन एग्नोस्टिक लिटिल चाइल्ड हु आई मेट. उसको कोई चीज में बिलीफ नहीं है बॉस, और है इतना स्वीट बच्चा.
No, I'm listening.
राइट. Bad habits result in planets giving us even worse life conditions. If we change our habits, we can improve the effects of planets in our lives and help undo major events from happening. So major events that are going to happen. You remember that story where Lahiri Mahasaya was walking and then he told his disciple, please tear my dhoti. And the disciple was quite aghast कि मैं कैसे अपने गुरुजी की धोती तोड़ूंगा, फाड़ूंगा. And they walked a few steps और एक पत्थर ऊपर से गिरा और उनके टांगों पे उनको हर्ट कर गया. तो डिसाइपल ने बोला कि आपको जब पता था कि पत्थर गिरने वाला था, why didn't you avoid it? So he said, जो होने वाला है ना उसको होने दो, वरना वो डबल ट्रिपल जोर से आएगा. तो हम अनडू कर सकते हैं मेजर इवेंट्स from happening by following these simple things with this little knowledge. I'm not saying let's all turn into pandits, right? Now गुरु से क्या होता है कि किस्मत का मारा हो जाता है, उसका हर चीज खराब हो रहा होता है. बड़े बुजुर्ग डोंट गिव आशीर्वाद, कृपा नहीं होती है उन पर. गुरु इज बृहस्पति, जुपिटर. फिर वीनस अगर खराब होता है तो स्किन इश्यूज, जिनको एक्जिमा और ये सोराइसिस और फिर हर्पीज की सिचुएशंस, वॉट्स, ये सब वीनस का प्रकोप है. जिनको छपा का अर्टिकेरिया, ये सब होता है ना. पर वीनस देता क्या है? बहुत सारा लग्जरी, बहुत सारे डायमंड्स, खूबसूरती, खूबसूरत बीवी, जल्दी शादी करना, ये सब वीनस का आशीर्वाद है. शनि से क्या होता है कि करियर में बहुत रुकावटें आती है, इनहेरिटेंस में रुकावट आती है, स्पीड कम हो जाती है लाइफ में. राहु से प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है कि सडन एक्सीडेंट्स होते हैं, इलेक्ट्रिक मिसहैप्स होते हैं, पीपल सडनली बिकम योर एनिमीज. मतलब चलते फिरते लोग जो आपके दोस्त थे यस्टरडे, आज तुम्हारे दुश्मन बन जाते हैं. राहु से ये होता है. केतु से क्या होता है? जॉइंट पेन, स्पाइन पेन, कंफ्यूजन एंड क्लूलेस. कुछ समझ में ही नहीं आता है क्या हो रहा है, मैं जिंदगी कैसे जी रहा हूँ. आर्थराइटिस हो जाता है. दे कांट गेट मनी. लोन अप्लाई करेंगे तो लोन नहीं मिलेगा. डिप्रेशन बहुत हो जाता है. अभी डिप्रेशन मून में भी था, डिप्रेशन केतु में भी है, देख लीजिए, है ना. सो इज दिस अ गुड synopsis of planets? Yes. When we say Everest is crowded, this is what we mean. Can you just believe this? I mean, Just look at this. This is all leftover up there because people can't carry this down. This is the amount of leftovers at Everest. So now there are teams that go up there to clean all this because those people are Sherpas and are able to navigate back down with all this. Right now, your gut is your second brain. So now we come to synecdoches also. These are all different ways to use this word synecdoche. Your gut is your second brain. I remember asking you all in our first few Zooms in 2022, where do you think your mind is? And a lot of people said, वहाँ है, बाहर है, हमसे ऊपर कहीं. कोई बोलता था brain में है, कोई बोलता था कहीं है. So your brain, because your second brain is in your gut affects your mind, how your mind works. So if you're depressed, if you're hyper, if you're happy, if you're joyful, you're blissful, जो हो रहा है होने दो. Lot of people I've met in my life. ऐसे आपको चिंता नहीं हो रही? क्या मिलेगा चिंता करके? They'll say things like this, and I'm so impressed with that concept. चिंता ही नहीं है उनको. बेफिक्र, निश्चिंत. 90% of serotonin, the happy chemical, is made here. Can you imagine that this part of your body is making कोई common sense है कि happiness तो यहाँ होगा, but actually happiness आपका यहाँ बनता है. So serotonin, the happy chemical, is made here. Hence your depression, anxiety, insomnia are a direct result of your digestive health, your food, the food you eat, and your gut. So people who got protruding bellies, last time also I spoke about it. Protruding bellies are going to affect a lot of things for you. When you have gut issues, you feel depressed, bloated, and sick. It's called in Ayurveda. Putrefaction. Of your food, it is called putrefaction. Poor gut health causes bloating or digestive issues and more. It affects your physical health. How? Your immune system, weight, and inflammation of the body. It affects your mental health. How? It causes you lethargy, confusion, depression, and sluggishness, brain fog. A lot of people take medicine for brain fog. Most people follow trendy diets hoping for quick results. Bulk cut. It's called bulk cut. Or then there is one diet called carnivore diet. Then there's a low carb diet. And the rest you all know, keto, veto, तो सब आपने सुना है. मैं आपको सब नई चीजें सिर्फ सुनाती हूँ. So there is this thing called bulk and cut. You bulk for 3 months and then you cut for 3 months and then you bulk for 3 months. This is the new trend. And then there's a carnivore thing and then there's low carb. So bulking diet includes nutrient and calorie dense foods to promote muscle gain, whereas a cutting diet that comes after that focuses on nutrient dense low calorie foods to stimulate fat loss. Now see, your body is a human being. It's your baby. Like I have told you, no, अभी 80 साल इस बॉडी में जीना है हमको. तो तुम्हारा अभी तुमको उसको, जैसे अभी आप भगवान को यहाँ तो अपना फ्रेंड बनाते हो या अपना लवर बनाते हो. मीरा जी ने उनको अपना हस्बैंड बनाया था. फिर कोई शिव जी को अपना फादर मानते हैं. आप जो भी कुछ अपने भगवान को मानते हैं, उसी प्रकार से आपका शरीर या तो आपका बच्चा है या आपका देवता है या आपका माँ बाप है, जो चाहे, पर आपका एक रिलेशनशिप है आपके बॉडी के साथ. हम अपने बॉडी को क्या यूज करते हैं? यू नो, आई रिमेम्बर आई वाज एक्सट्रीमली इल एंड आई वाज इन वेल्स, and the lady who was conducting some yoga, but British yoga, not our type of yoga, she said, you know, we just drag our bodies behind us, which is true. आपको कहीं जाना है, you're dragging your body behind you. आपको fly करना है, आपको वो ऊंचाई से jump मारना है, you're dragging your body. Did you ask your body if it is wanting to do this? So in the same way, if you're going to keep eating and changing and then this and then counting calories and all, essentially if you were to treat your child like this, you tell me you're bringing up a child like this, कभी उसको माप रहे हो, कभी उसको तोल रहे हो, कभी उसको कुछ कम दे रहे हो, तो that child is going to be unstable, will not love you. When it's a baby and needs you, it has no choice but to love you. But once it begins to see other parents or once it begins to go out into the world, it will not love you. That's what your body is going to do back to you. I also used my body very hard. I used to work long hours and all. It's not the way to live. Your body is really genuinely another being. And you have to have a relationship with it. So if you're going to do these long-term diets, which are either only for, meko aaj patla hona hai. I remember I was a model. For just 2 days or 4 days, I used to diet. I used to have a water diet, fruit diet, leaf diet, some diet. What cake walk I'm saying. रैम्प वॉक आई यूज्ड टू डू, मतलब एकदम जो कपड़े डिजाइनर ने पहनाए उसमें फिट हो जाती थी. बट I mean, okay, fine, it's a profession. I did it for less time, but people who have to do it for very long time, your body cannot deal with all this. Long term, these diets will harm your digestive powers. तुम्हारी अंदर की जठर शक्ति खराब हो जाएगी. It will cause problems besides just weight gain or weight loss. The gut's job is simple: absorb important nutrients, get rid of what you don't need. First, aim for 30 different plants per week. It may be it may be very easy for us in India to do it. People who are abroad may or may not be able to do it, but aim for 30 different plants in a month, I would say. Fine, आज गोभी खाया, कल पत्ता गोभी खाया, आज फूल गोभी खाया, कल ब्रोकली खाया, परसों स्पिनिच खा लिया, एक दिन केल खा लिया. ऐसे करके आप हर प्लांट 1 महीने में खा लो. Eat a variety of plants helps healthy bacteria grow in your gut. Fruits, vegetables, legumes, grains, nut or grain-based milk, nuts and seeds. ये हमको रोज खाने की प्रयत्न करनी चाहिए. तो आज मैंने खजूर खाया ना, तो आज मैंने फ्रूट नहीं खाया, कल मैं फ्रूट खाऊंगी. बिकॉज हमको भी तो थोड़ा ब्रेक देना पड़ता है खाने के बीच में. पर जो जवान है वो अगर एंड अनदर थिंग इज, अगर आपको फ्रूट खाना है ना 12 बजे के पहले, आप 40 फ्रूट खा लो, नो प्रॉब्लम. पर फिर उसके साथ मेहरबानी करके आप कार्ब्स मत खाओ. उसके साथ फिर आप हैवी ड्यूटी प्रोटीन मत खाओ. सिर्फ फिर फ्रूट खा लो. उस दिन सिर्फ 12 बजे तक सारे फ्रूट खा लो. ये नहीं कि मैं पूरा दिन फ्रूट खाऊंगा, 4 बजे भी फ्रूट खाऊंगा, 6 बजे भी फ्रूट खाऊंगा. इट टर्न्स इनटू इन योर बॉडी इफ यू हैव फ्रूट आफ्टर 12 p.m. Don't eat the same food every day. A healthy gut needs a diverse microbiome, and that comes from variety. Variety in food options is better than consistency. This is why modern diets can be harmful, because modern diets restrict you a lot. Eat 30 grams of fiber every day. Your body doesn't absorb fiber. It feeds the good, it is the food of the good bacteria. You cannot digest fiber. You're not a goat or a cow. The cow has an extra digestive organ in their stomach. They have a third stomach, which digests all the cellulose from the grass they eat. We cannot digest it, but we have to give it to our gut in order for the good bacteria to be able to, and then counting fiber intake can be tricky. An easy way to get enough is to eat natural. Limit red meat. Many think eating red meat daily is fine. But here's the truth. The byproducts from red meat are linked to higher risks of cardiovascular disease, cancer. Now they also get fed hormones, right? The animals are, then they're getting antibiotics, they get regular vaccines, they are also eating each other's gobar, like because the gobar is right there, then they are also eating the grass, which is touching other people's feces. There are flies. So it's better that you try and give up meat. Skip processed foods for sure. So बीच में ना पालक पनीर, फिर मक्खन पनीर मक्खनी, ये सब रेडीमेड एक पैकेट आता था, एंड सो डिलाइटफुली 10-12 साल पहले द गर्ल्स हु वर वर्किंग इन माय who were coming to me, who were working girls, they'd say हम सिर्फ पैकेट से निकालते हैं और कढ़ाई में डालते हैं और पक गया. And so they used to say, you should try it. And thank God I was never attracted towards it. But they are full of things, and it's dead food. Like, plastic is dead. Whatever we are keeping in plastic is dying just by being with the plastic. And then when we order from Zomato or something, we have no choice. So avoid artificial sweeteners. This means saying goodbye to diets. The processed foods will harm your health by preventing healthy bacteria from growing. Here's why. When you crave something sweet, why not to have artificial sweeteners? And I was prescribed artificial sweeteners by my own doctor, and I have suffered for it big time. When you crave something sweet, your body, and he was a doctor. When you crave something sweet, your body prepares to process the sugar. But with artificial sweeteners, no sugar actually comes. This confuses your body and disrupts your gut health. The more confusion you create inside your gut, the more it will make you suffer. So that comes with all these new diets also, which I just identified: bulking and cutting, carnivore diet, ye diet, wo diet, keto diet. Our gut health is directly proportional to our overall health, especially our sleep quality. Notice how hectic travel throws our gut and sleep schedule out of the window. Stay at the forefront of a strong gut microbiome system. Okay? So this was a synecdoche, a part for the whole. Can you all understand that's grammar? Synecdoche and aphorisms are grammar that you must have studied in school. Today you're relating it to your body, to mental health, to medicine. Make sense? Do you all like this kind of thing? Would you all rather be going to a doctor's show who talks about other things? Because I've been to very wonderful doctor's shows, and they, like Dr. Udwadia was just giving a lecture. I was listening to it, and it was so medical. It was wonderful, but I don't know if that's something you all are looking for, or do you all like this? Ronak, stop writing a love letter. Do you all prefer this or no? Right. Now the location of 14 healing plexuses. So now I'm just showing you all this. If you all have a ill person in your family or you all are ill yourselves, I want you all to get introduced to your body in ways that you will never hear from any medical practitioner. So this is your visionary plexus in your brain. This is your serenity plexus, and this is your pharynx plexus from which Nikhil just sang. Okay. So your visionary plexus is something that allows you to be extremely foresighted. मतलब पता है कि जो मैं गलत, ठीक है आप नहीं रोक रहे अपने आप को, लेकिन आपको पता ही नहीं चलता कि आप गलत हो. यू कांट बिलीव कि आपने ऐसे कभी किया था. नाउ 20 years लेटर आपको रियलाइज होता है अरे मैंने ऐसे भी किया था. तो दिस विजनरी प्लेक्सिस इज हियर. ठीक है, तो रोज अपने आप को ना यहाँ पे ऐसे मसाज करो, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम हियर. यहाँ रुक जाओ. यहाँ विजनरी प्लेक्सिस के लिए आप बाकी सब पॉइंट्स को भी कर रहे हैं. देन योर सेरेनिटी प्लेक्सिस इज राइट हियर नेक्स्ट योर टेम्पल. तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है इसको मसाज, बहुत ही मजा आता है. तो 100 बारी क्लॉकवाइज, 100 बारी एंटी क्लॉकवाइज करें, बहुत सुख मिलता है. ये आपका सेरेनिटी प्लेक्सिस है. इफ यू फील यू आर गोइंग आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल, यू आर लस्टिंग आफ्टर दिस पॉर्न स्टार, ये करो. Stop smiling. Like I would have to probably do serenity plexus when I am desperate for pani puri. I really miss that when I'm on my travels abroad. Then your pharynx का जो इधर plexus है ना, इसको अगर आप प्रेस करेंगे यहाँ पे, देखो ये इस पे है, ये जो आपके दो, तो इसको अगर आपने मसाज किया ना, तो very often you will find lot of inflammation in your body going away. Okay, these are your internal plexuses. Now you come to your love plexus. So there is a point over here. There is a point over here, right? And over here, which is just above your two nipples. If you stimulate it when you are hurt by a loved one, it need not be a lover. It could be your parent, it could be your child, it could be your sister, it could be your friend, it could be your office colleague. If there is a breach of trust, alternatively, don't wait for that to happen. अपने आप को रोज यहाँ पे टार्जन के जैसे अपने आप को कॉन्फिडेंस भी बहुत बढ़ेगा, और अंदर से आपके लंग्स भी बहुत मसाज होंगे, आपके हार्ट कार्डियोवैस्कुलर मसाज हो रहा है. दिस इज व्हाई टार्जन यूज्ड टू डू दिस. ही हैड टू लिव विद एनिमल्स इन द जंगल एंड दिस गेव हिम अ लॉट ऑफ करेज. ठीक है, दिस इज योर सोलर प्लेक्सिस. this is your central plexus. This is just above your navel, around your navel. Then your procreation plexus, then your forgiving plexus. So if you are getting knee pain, not due to injury, but generally knee pain होता है ना, तो तुम forgive नहीं कर रहे हो. तो जैसे भी गधे कद्दू लोग आपको मिल रहे हैं, forgive them, forget it. है ना? थोड़ा होता है भाई, मेरे को गुस्सा करना है, उसको सुनाना है, सुना लो और फॉरगिव करो. नहीं सुनाते हो तो और भी अच्छा. नाउ दिस इज योर वर्ब प्लेक्सिस, दिस इज योर K9. तो इसको आप मसाज करेंगे ना, तो बहुत सारा थायराइड इश्यूज चले जाएंगे, और थायराइड इश्यूज चले जाएंगे ना, तो आपका सारा हार्मोनल सिस्टम बैलेंस हो जाएगा. ओके, सो सी हाउ व्हाट ब्यूटीफुल वर्ड्स. वर्ब प्लेक्सिस, लव प्लेक्सिस, सोलर प्लेक्सिस, वो तो आपको पता है. सोलर प्लेक्सिस, दैट्स इन योर डायफ्राम. ठीक है, दिस इज मेकिंग सेंस. इज इट फन? Then we come to angelic plexus. This is on your back. Now, very many people cannot do this. ठीक है ना? They cannot put their hand up and sit up straight and both the hands are holding each other. तो जहां पे आपके हाथ मिलते हैं ना आपके बैक में, that is your angelic plexus. कभी भी मदद चाहिए ना भगवान से, very good रौनक. Keep your head straight. Very good, excellent. People, please try it. ठीक है ना? आप दूसरे साइड से, जहां पे आपके दोनों हाथ मिलेंगे, and this has to be straight, okay? जहां पे आपके दोनों हाथ मिलेंगे वो आपका एंजेलिक प्लेक्सिस है, वहां से आप मदद मांग सकते हैं. अगर आपको ये नहीं हो रहा है तो उल्टा नमस्कार करो, पीछे से नमस्कार करो. जहां पे आपके हाथ मिल रहे हैं ना पीछे पीठ में, जिसको हम लोग सेक्रम बोलते हैं, अगर आपने उल्टा नमस्कार किया ना, बहुत लोग आपको रिस्पेक्ट करेंगे. Nikhil, keep your head straight. Don't look here and there. Head straight, upper arm next to your ear. Very good. Okay, पीछे से नमस्कार किया लोगों ने? पीछे का नमस्कार बहुत इजी है. हुआ आशीष? पीछे का नमस्कार, सी द बैक स्ट्रेट. जहां पे वो हाथ लग रहा है ना वो आपका एंजेलिक. ये सेक्रम प्लेक्सिस अभी पीछे से दिखा रहे हैं और प्राणिक प्लेक्सिस. ओके, प्राणिक प्लेक्सिस आर इन योर मेटाटार्सल्स, फीट के ऊपर. ठीक है ना? तो अपने आप को इस प्रकार से मसाज किया करें. हाँ, you all call it EFT also, ना, some of these points, है ना? Right. हाँ, बोलो आशीष.
I don't think you touched upon the galactic plexus, or maybe I missed it.
हाँ, तो
The
ये,
one in red.
हाँ, this is the Sahasrara
Crown chakra.
chakra, Sahasrara chakra, the 1000-petal lotus. And
crown
the,
chakra.
the one best way to do it is to ask Vikram to send everyone Ganga Jal. He lives right next to the गंगा जी. और सब अपने सर पे ना 2-3 बूंद डाल दो इधर टॉप में, आप तर जाओगे. You know, of course, I'm now talking for the best option. But अगर आप जो ये कर रहे थे ना ऐसे, उसमें यहीं से चालू करवाया था आपको मैंने. विजनरी प्लेक्सिस पे पहुंचने से पहले मैंने आपको सहस्रारा चक्र पे मसाज करने को बोला था.
Right.
Okay, these may look like. अच्छा, I want to also tell you, very often you will hear भगवान टाइप लोग to tell you कि 2 करोड़ मंत्र जाप करो, 1,25,000 मंत्र जाप करो and all. तो we get very thrown by that. My point here is तुम रोज 2 करो. जब 1,25,000 हो जाएंगे ना तब तुम तर जाओगे. तो I don't think he is also expecting कि तुम एक जगह बैठ के 1,25,000 एक साथ करने वाले हो. तो अगर तुम रोज 11 करते हो तो जब तुम्हारे 1,25,000 हो जाएंगे तो तुम पूरे हो जाओगे. उसी प्रकार से जब तुम्हारा ये करेक्ट नंबर आ जाएगा ना टैपिंग का, ये सब पॉइंट्स पे, तो तुमको बहुत अपने हेल्थ में फर्क लगेगा. You know, you will find yourself anti-aging, you will find yourself becoming more tolerant. भूख कम लगेगी, शरीर इतना सुखदायी हो जाएगा. Otherwise your body is a nest of troubles at best, is what Ramakrishna Paramahansa has said. I have not said. No, not Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Who is the Vindhyachal का this thing? जिसको स्किन कैंसर हो गया था? Ramana Maharishi. He said it. Right. Now we come to the next synecdoche. If you all would like to, I can skip through the whole thing. I will just tell you all the beginning. 51 Shakti Peeths are established on the entire Indian subcontinent. The Indian subcontinent encloses Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, FYI, and Nepal and Tibet. So 42 are in India, 1 in Pakistan, 4 in Bangladesh, 1 in Sri Lanka, 1 in Tibet, and 2 in Nepal. Devi Jagdambika was born as Sati, the daughter of King Prajapati Daksha, who was the son of Brahma, and married Lord Shiva. Once a group of sages organized a yagya. All the gods were invited to this yagya. When King Daksha arrived, everyone stood up because he was the chief at that time. There was no Indra. When King Daksha arrived, everyone stood up. Lord Shiva did not stand up. Lord Shiva was Daksha's son-in-law. Seeing this, King Daksha became very angry. To take action for this insult, Sati's father, King Prajapati Daksha, organized a yagya. Brahma, Vishnu, Indra, and other gods and goddesses were invited to the yagya. He deliberately did not send an invite to his son-in-law and daughter, Lord Shiva, to attend this yagya. Sati came to know from Narad Muni that a yagya was being held at her father's place, and she realized she hadn't been invited. Now, as a digression, so he came and told her कि boss यज्ञ हो रहा है and all, तुम्हें तो invite भी नहीं मिला है, and she was feeling really bad about it. Narad said, तुम्हें क्या जरूरत है invite की, तुम तो बेटी हो घर की, जाओ, दिल खोल के जाओ. And so he instigated her, and she left. When Sati was getting ready to go to her father's house, Lord Shiva tried to stop her, but she did not listen. Sati insisted and left to attend the yagya. In his shock and grief, at the yagya venue, Sati asked her father Daksha the reason for not inviting Shankarji and protested fiercely to her father. Lord Shiva had followed Goddess Sati because he didn't want her to go alone, and he arrived there with his ganas sitting on Nandi Bull. And when that, I have read these books by Raja Ram Gopalachari and all. I've read these books not by aajkal ke log writers. I've read these books written by some different generation of writers. So they created such a tableau in that book that I was reading कि सब ऐसे घना है ना, वो अच्छे कपड़े नहीं पहनते हैं, उनके बाल बिखरे हुए होते हैं, उनके शरीर पे ऐश होते हैं, लाइक यू आर सीइंग इन कुंभ मेला नाउ. एंड लॉर्ड शिवा, लाइक लोग वैसे घोड़े पे आते हैं, कोई शान से आते हैं, गाड़ी में मर्सिडीज बेंज वगैरह, ये आ रहे हैं एक बुल पे. तो जो दृश्य बना ना, उसको देख के दक्ष और गुस्सा हो गया, एंड ही रियली इंसल्टेड लॉर्ड शिवा कि boss XYZ ABC. And so this Sati could not bear, and so she just jumped into the Yagya Kund and sacrificed her life. She couldn't bear this shame. Now Shiva's third eye opened at this shock. His shock and grief, he began the Tandav dance. This was devastation. There was devastation because of his dance. So that is why you are not supposed to keep what is that the Natraj at home. You're not supposed to keep Natraj at home or in your office. Okay, please. You can keep it in a cultural center. You can keep it in a lobby, not of your home building. Residential building में ना रखें, World Trade Center में ना रखें, नहीं तो जो World Trade Center को हुआ वो होगा. नटराज को कभी भी जहां ह्यूमन बींग्स रहते हैं वहां मत रखें. तो तांडव जैसे ही शुरू हुआ तो देयर वाज महाप्रलय, मतलब पानी, जैसे आपने देखा सुना था उत्तराखंड में हुआ था, मतलब प्रलय शुरू हो गई लिटरली. देयर वाज डेवास्टेशन एंड uproar everywhere. On the orders of Lord Shankar, Veerbhadra beheaded Daksha and also punished other gods for listening to Shiva's slander. Lord Shiva took Sati's dead body from the Yagya Kunda, lifted it on his shoulder, and started roaming the whole world in grief and dancing, which created complete devastation. So, do you remember, Nikhil, that really sad song that Amir Khan sings in Dil Chahta Hai? So, that is what was happening here together with her dance of Tandav. So, the three worlds, including the earth, was in a state of distraught. Immediately, every prani started praying. Vishnuji stepped in, and to calm Shiva down, he used or spun his Sudarshan Chakra, dismembering Devi Sati's body into pieces to relieve Shiv Shankar of the immense pain he was going through. Lord Shiva kept cutting Sati's body into pieces with his Sudarshan Chakra, and the pieces fell on earth. Goddess Sati then appeared in the sky and said that wherever those parts of her bodies would fall after being cut, a Mahashakti Peeth would emerge. According to Tantra Chaudamani, wherever the pieces of Sati's body, clothes, ornaments worn by her fell, a Shakti Peeth came into existence. In this way, Shakti Peeths of the mother were created in a total of 51 places. In the next birth, Sati was born as Parvati in the house of King Himavan, and after doing long, severe penance, she again married Shiva as a husband. right? Now, if you discuss every Shakti Peeth, this is the Synecdoche. See, Synecdoche is what you must have had to study in grammar in school for English. So you see how I have transposed a grammatical term to show you what it means in Vedic philosophy here. Making sense? So there are 51 of them. One is called Kirat, one is called Katyayani, one is called Karveer Shakti, one is called Shri Parvat Shakti, one is called Vishala Lakshi, one is called Godavari, Suchidram, then Panchasagar, Jwalamukhi, Bhairav Parbat, Atahas, Janasthan, Kashmir Shaktipeeth, Nandipur, Sri Shail, Nalhati, Mithila, Ratnavali, Ambaji, Jalandhar, Ramgiri, Vaidyanath, Varkeshwar, Kanyakumari, Bahula Shakti, Ujjaini, Manivedika, Prayag, Utkal, Kanchi, Kalmadhav, Shon Shakti, Kamakhya. Kamakhya is very famous. Jayanti Shakti, Maghat Shakti, Trisrotra Shakti, त्रिपुर सुंदरी शक्ति, विभाषा. ए तेरे मामी का नाम आ गया रे, विभाषा शक्ति. देन युगध्य शक्ति, कुरुक्षेत्र, विराट अंबिका, काली घाट, मानस, लंका शक्ति, गंधाकी, गोयेश्वरी, हिंगलाज, सुगंध, करतोय, चातल, and Yashore. Now, the reason for telling you all about all this is because you can now see that English words like Synecdoche actually have come to mean something in different aspects for different cultures. Make sense? So y'all can go online and find this out and read ke kaun sa haath kidhar gira and all, if it really is something that y'all really aspire to do. It's a lovely thing to do. So far, so good. Now you have three powerful energies that work together to keep you healthy. All three forces, which is conscious force, vital force, and vital force. Vital energy, sorry, must work in harmony to keep you alive, living a happy and healthy quality of life. So what is this conscious force? It is your human soul. It gives you conscious perception and awareness of life. And what are we doing? We live our life pretty unconsciously. We are working to a program that is not conscious force. What is the programming? What your parents taught you? What is your programming? What's happening around you? What's your program is your natural inert reaction. Not inane, but inert. It's an inert reaction. आपको पता ही नहीं चलता आप कैसे react करते हो. Vital force is the human spirit, your inner self. It is the autonomous nervous system that we have previously touched on your autonomous nervous system previously, just sympathetic and parasympathetic, which controls everything in your body, digestion, pH levels, how acidic you are, how alkaline you are, your bowel movement, your respiration, sleep. For example, the vital force tells your heart when to beat, along with it when to breathe. The vital force also shows you what it wants by giving you symptoms like food cravings. अगर आपको बहुत food cravings है, it is telling you something about a void. Sinus issues, skin and digestive systems. When the vital force is exhibiting these symptoms, it's telling you it needs what it needs. In reality, it is the autonomic nervous system, the treatment I give or the remedy I prescribe that is treating you, mental, emotional, and physical symptoms. So this is just an aside for I had used this lecture somewhere else during my talk for treatment. So far, so good, people. People are getting bored. Love the way they are nodding their heads. When you talk to yourself, you're talking to your vital force. Okay, so if you think that you're only talking to others, to इसको इससे बात कर रहे हैं, आप अपने आप के साथ सबसे ज्यादा बात कर रहे हैं. The vital force is programmable. So that is what I keep talking to my patients is that I'm programming you. I'm programming you. This is what I'm programming your vital force. Whether it is positive or negative, the vital force will respond accordingly. When you say, I feel happy today, your vital force will feel happy too. When you say, I'm so angry today, your vital force will feel angry too. Your vital force will respond by feeling sad, angry, whatever. When you say, I'm so angry, she's a sick bitch, she's this, she's that, why doesn't he keep in touch? He hasn't called me, doesn't he or she need me? This positive, which should be a genuine positive, not that I'm happy and you're not really happy. The positive should be genuine, and or the negative, which is anxious, fearful, angry. Self-talk affects how your body will operate positively or negatively, right down to how the cells of your body will work too. So on the day that you're confusing yourself by talking in circles, now I want to go for a workout, but I'm not going to go because I have a meeting at 9, and then if I go for a workout now, then I'll forget to eat my breakfast. If you do this to yourself, your body is going to become sluggish. It's just going to give up because it cannot deal with so much of confusion. Making sense? People who have physical goals, I'm talking to you all. The vital energy is an internal energy. The chi, prana, or ki, whatever it's called in different South Asian languages, that flows through you and gives life to the human body. The vital force generates the vital energy field just by beating on your heart. It generates the vital energy field that flows through your body. So you all know about what was that experiment we did in school? We used to cut a leaf and the aura still remained. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting that. Energy that was insane, seen, which is what we call the pranamaya kosha, that is just around us here. It generates the vital energy field that flows through our body. The vital energy protects you from your surroundings and elements like cold, like wind, anger from the other person, or somebody shaming you. You find people become deaf. Young children are coming to me with deafness because they've heard a lot of screaming in their homes as they were growing up. So what is their reaction? Their ears just don't work. When the vital energy is blocked, the prana or chi is stopped in its track. Vital energy goes down, it is disrupted, and signs and symptoms like allergy, deficiency, sinus infection, cough, headache, pain will emerge. When this happens, it means your vital energy and your vital force are not in harmony. When you fix your vital energy with the correct remedy or the correct procedure or a change of lifestyle, you can bring in the harmony and fix both. Your vital force and your health is restored. So bless your body, give thanks that it is whole and perfect now. Every morning when you're looking at your abdomen, it's too bloated, or you're looking that you don't have muscle mass, or you're looking that, oh, my nose is too fat, please bless your body and give thanks that it is whole and perfect now. A, you will not attract diseases. B, you will begin to realize that there are many people who are walking on stumps, right? Or who are having a lot of ankle pain and can't walk today. So please bless your body and give thanks. Don't just go on how we look. Now I come to a very important part of growing up, or maybe even of being alive, which is love, sick and heartbroken remedies, disappointment in love, abuse, neglect, pain from children, abuse from parents. So love doesn't just get broken. I mean, our heart doesn't break just because your lover left you or you left your lover. It also breaks when your children behave badly with you, when your parents are very mean to you. If there's trauma in the family, your heart breaks. All relationships are karmic. All and any communication, contact in 3D physical reality leads to karma. You all remember I told you all in 2022 के तुम्हारे पेट से एक कॉर्ड, एक एथरिक कॉर्ड निकलता है. जैसे ही आप एक बाई को मिलते हैं, एक गाड़ी धोने वाले को मिलते हो, एक बेगर को मिलते हो जिसको आपने 2 रुपये दिया, फॉर दैट फ्यू सेकेंड्स योर एथरिक कॉर्ड गोज एंड टचेस देम. नाउ इफ यू कैन डू इट इन सच अ वे दैट ये भगवान दे रहा है और मैं भगवान को दे रहा हूँ, दैट एथरिक कॉर्ड डजंट क्रिएट कर्मा. As soon as the etheric cord from your navel goes and touches anybody else's heart or navel or head, there is a karmic connection being made. People, are you all understanding? This is making sense to you all? तो तुम जब किसी को देते हो तो ये मत सोचो अरे मुझे आशीष करे, ओ मैं इससे ठीक हो जाऊं. यू से भगवान है, भगवान दे रहा है, भगवान ले रहा है, तो तुम्हारा एथरिक कॉर्ड नहीं उसमें अटकेगा. अब जब मेरे को गुस्सा आ रहा है विक्रम के ऊपर, मेरे को बोलना चाहिए भगवान से मैं बात करी, मैं भगवान से बात करी, सो आई डोंट गेट एंग्री. पर ये मुझसे होता नहीं है. Okay, that the beggar वाला में से हो जाता है, मुझसे ये पूरा टाइम नहीं होता. But I'm sure everybody is trying, right? So all soulmates have plenty of karmic carryovers as they have shared many lives together, and they may be family members today or friends or lovers in this life. Usually they have mostly positive karma as they loved and supported each other in those lives, but they can share a lot of trauma when they both got hurt in a war or a natural disaster or a tragedy in the family. Yes? Making sense so far? Twin flames. Now, you all hear all these words. People have been asking me to talk about this, so I've included this. What is a soulmate? What is a twin flame? And this and that. So, a twin flame are those people who have had past lives together. That means here they have had a 3D physical reality already in the physical reality and would have had past life karma. Their interactions in this life will also create more karma. So, most twin flames have had past lives together on Earth or some other physical planet. And they have often shared trauma, which can create triggering and anxiety in this life. If the relationship is not very close and only based on negative karma, it is called karmic partners. It may be a temporary relationship like maids, your grocer, security guard, your driver, unless they are your parent or child or spouse. We often see this kind of connection with parents. They killed you in a past life, and in the afterlife, they promise to give you back your life by becoming your parent. It is not a loving relationship. It might have abuse, abandonment, domineering aspects to it, but they physically made your body and took care of you practically and financially till you became independent. So they fulfilled their vow, which they made to you in afterlife. So they provided you the essentials to live, but it might not be a loving relationship. It may also be a romantic relationship where the former abuser promises to take good care of the victim, support them financially, take care of the kids, but they often are still abusive. These connections have a feeling of being stuck together, bound by debt, responsibility, but not by love. When the debt is paid, they separate. If the relationship is abusive, it is possible to tear the contract and leave. And you have to tear the contract. You can't just leave the person. Tear the contract and leave the person, meaning you can divorce, you can buy them out, you can do all that, but you have to tear the contract. And you need to forgive them emotionally and energetically, cut cords with them, take back your own energy, give them their energy, and you will continue. Otherwise, you will continue reincarnating together. People, are you all listening to me? There is a type of karmic debt based on caregiving or some sort of sacrifice when a person died saving a stranger, nursed them back to health, sacrificing their own well-being. It usually comes back in a similar situation when you have to take care of a sick family member for many years. Soulmates also do this, but soulmates do it based on love. Karmic partners based on obligation and duty. Less significant karmic debts usually lead to some form of practical help. Mentoring, giving you money to start a business. Like, who is the guy in Marvel? All his fees. Helping you to relocate, introducing you to the right people. In these situations, there is no major sacrifice and it is often a win-win situation. Okay? People making sense? कोई questions नहीं पूछ रहा है? काहे? A lady who would go to the temple every day said to the priest one day, I will not come to the temple any longer. He asked why. The woman said, I see people talking on their phones on the temple premises. They gossip. It's either gossip or business. Some are practicing part puja as hypocrisy and showing off rather than worshipping. This does happen. They were showing off rather than worshipping. Priest was silent for some time and then said, right. But before you take your final decision, can you do something as per my advice? Fill a glass of water and do parikrama inside the temple premises twice. The condition is that the water in the glass should not fall. One day, once done, the priest of the temple asked the woman, did you see anyone talking on the phone? Did you see anyone gossiping in the temple? Did you see anyone being hypocritical? The woman said, no, I did not see anything. Then the priest said, when you were doing your parikrama, your full attention was on the glass so that the water would not fall. That is why you did not see anything. Now, whenever you come to the temple, concentrate only on the Supreme, the Almighty. You will not see anything else. It is your fault that you were seeing what other people were doing. You will only see God everywhere. As is the feeling of a person, so is the image of the Lord seen by him. Make sense? So we are very quick to, say कि वो, I'm very angry, वो सामने वाला ऐसा कर रहा था. आपको पता है मैं ना यहाँ गई थी, लोग एक दूसरे से बात कर रहे थे. अरे भाई, आप जिस काम के लिए गए थे आप करके आ जाओ ना. Who's giving you the freedom to waste your thought on them? अगर आपको नहीं आता है पूजा करने तो आप अपने मन में सिर्फ राम राम बोलो, सिर्फ जीसस जीसस बोलो, सिर्फ वाइग्रू वाइग्रू बोलो. I mean, I don't know. This has made a lot of sense to me, so I thought I'd share it. Now, treatment and diagnosis. My healthy aunt, who was 40 years old and had 2 children, suddenly had persistent cold. Whatever the weather, with constant sneezing, blocked nose, swollen face, and sometimes sore throat. When she checked with her family doctor, he prescribed the usual tablets for cold and seasonal allergy, but her problem continued. She saw an ENT specialist in a big hospital in Chennai. He gave her medication for sinus after checking for nose polyps. But even after the second dose of the medication and numerous x-rays, she was still suffering from a leaking nose, sore throat, and continuous sneezing. As she walked out, a senior nurse who had seen her in the hospital came close to her and said, "Go to a gynecologist and check up." She meant, check your uterus. Not believing the strange connection between the respiratory system and gynecology, they went anyway to a known gynecologist. As the senior nurse said, it was true. She had fibroids and needed a complete, quick hysterectomy, removal of the uterus. Surprisingly, the cold, sneezing, blocked nose, face pain, allergy, and all of this stopped. Now, this is something I've seen a lot in my practice. I give very odd sounding advice to people. And if they listen, there is a lot of benefit they get. When they don't listen, I don't know, I just transfer them to other doctors. But my aunt thanked the senior nurse, not forgetting her after she recovered and became healthy. So there are these connections which normally escapes a regular specialist because they are very focused on only one way to treat. But the nurses and the paramedics, now they have this sixth sense because they are not forced by thermometers and all other kind of things that sort of are far more impersonal. This story made a difference to your perception of how to get diagnosed. Yes. Now there is this new thing that is there. Which generation are you from, Nikhil?
Why?
You're from Generation Y. So it is there in the Generation Y. तू तेरा मैं मेरा. Okay? ये बहुत चलता है सब बच्चों में आजकल. तू तेरा मैं मेरा. You tell them तुमने खाना खाया, they'll say things like तू तेरा मैं मेरा. अरे? So, a Jew in Germany today, an owner of a chain of bakeries, often said, "I'm alive today in spite of having been in Auschwitz." You know Auschwitz, it was a genocide camp created by the Nazis for the Jews. Who doesn't know about it? उनको ठंडी या गर्मी से मार रहे थे. I was in my teens. The Nazis in Germany mercilessly murdered Jews. We were on our way to Auschwitz by a train. Nights in the train wagon were deathly cold. We were left for many days in the car without food, without a bed, which means no possibility of warming ourselves in any way. It was snowing everywhere. I don't know how many of you have been able to live with snow around you. Your nose burns, your lips burn, my cheeks burn, your fingertips burn. It's pretty awful, even though we are fully clothed. So this must have been extremely painful for those people. The cold wind froze our cheeks every second. There were hundreds of us, those were cold, hundreds of us. And we were cold and, those were cold and horrible nights. No food, no water, no warmth. Blood froze in our veins. An old Jew who was very loved in my own town was by my side. He was shivering and looked terrible. I hugged him tightly to give him some warmth, rubbed his hands, his legs, face, neck. I begged him to stay alive. I spoke to him all the time. This is how I kept the man warm all through the night. I was tired and freezing myself, but I continued to massage this man's body to warm him up. When morning came, the sun began to shine. I looked around to see other people. To my horror, All I could see were dead corpses. The freezing night had killed everyone. They had frozen to death. Only 2 people survived, the old man and me. The old man survived because I didn't let him freeze, and I survived because I warmed him up. The secret of survival: what you do for the hearts of others, you do for yourself. So this tu tera main mera is not going to work in relationships. It's not going to work in the long canvas of your life. It will work for this small time, in the office, in the canteen, in the toilet. I don't expect you to say, okay, I am going to wait outside the loo while this person goes before me. I appreciate that. But largely in the larger canvas of life, it is not possible to survive with this concept of tu tera main mera, which some people are practicing even today. So I would like to remind you that if you're going to always put yourself first, you're most likely not going to survive, and you will eventually get isolated. You can see these are the number of people who died. These are the uniforms that were belonging to different camps. Now, the age to adapt. Jamaican sprinter and the world's fastest 100-meter race record holder Usain Bolt converted the village of his parents into a modern town with contemporary facilities. It all started when Usain Bolt wanted to buy a house for his parents in the city. Surprisingly, his parents rejected the idea, saying they didn't want to leave the village. They didn't want to leave their neighbors, their friends behind, and have to adjust and adapt at their age. And they were only in their 50s. Bolt decided to modernize the village by building social infrastructure such as a school, recreational facilities, health center, and playground for children in the village to make it more habitable for all. He made lives better not only for his parents but for everyone in the village. Since we can't modernize our parents' villages, we must understand that uprooting them in order to do our duty to them or for them might not be easy for them. To adapt, change, and cope all over again. Once when they birthed you, then when you flew the nest, and now again. So understand the 5D. Why are you smiling, Gagan? Bad boy.
I'm just thinking about the situation that I'm going to put my mother-in-law in.
I was going to say this to you, and that is why I've put it in here. This is Usain Bolt with his mom. Okay, so he did that for her because she can't just transpose herself, right? But children are expecting this, and so they should also be aware. Children being Gagan and his mother-in-law. Yes. Okay, planets. Now, one last thing about the planets. No, I covered Usain Bolt with 1 or 2 people in their therapy, not in this ever before. Planets. Ketu is a planet that brings detachment. Ketu only detaches after deep suffering, pain, and disappointment in a particular area of life. It does not represent natural disinterest. Rather, it shows a house or planet where we have had very strong attachments in past lifetimes, and now we are being forced to let it go. तो जो लोगों ने पार्टीशन में घर छोड़ा, अपना वेल्थ वगैरह सब छोड़ के आए, या जो अभी यूक्रेन में हो रहा है या सीरिया में जैसे भाग के लोग गए हैं, तो उनका केतु उनके मदरलैंड वाले हाउस में होगा, तो only because of suffering they are being forced to leave. Ketu acts as the karaka of separation, disillusionment, and cutting off of attachments, but this process is not immediate. First, it brings setbacks, frustrations, and failures in the house it occupies. When the native experiences repeated disappointments, only then does Ketu slowly burn away unhealthy desires, leading to a spiritual or indifferent attitude towards that area of life. Now, we have seen this a lot in movies, in Shakespeare, कि बड़े मार खाने के बाद वो बंदा then finally give up करता है. Say you've been very possessive or demanding or egoistic or controlling in an area of your life. It's always I am right, my way or the highway. Then in that particular place where you have exerted tremendous control and force, that area of your life will wither away or be taken away from you. I have coined an aphorism for it, which I have sorry, told you all in some many previous Zooms, if you misuse, abuse, or underutilize something, it is taken away from you. Remember? This used to be one of our slogans in 2023. How Ketu works in a chart. Not instant detachment. Ketu first intensifies attachment before stripping it away. It brings disillusionment. मतलब आपको लग रहा है कि boss, this is the girl of my choice or this is the man of my choice, and then it brings about disillusionment. It shows you experiences where your expectations fail to be fulfilled, forcing a person to rethink their desires. It forces self-reflection. By making a person suffer losses, Ketu forces them to question the importance of that area in their life. And so then they shift their focus. They don't focus on that area of their life. For example, can somebody give me any example? May not be applying to them personally. Anything off the top of your head from a book or a movie? Ultimate goal is liberation. Ketu does not just remove the attachment, it redirects the soul towards higher consciousness. Ketu makes us experience suffering first so that we willingly detach. The house where Ketu sits in your chart is where you must learn that external fulfillment is temporary, pushing us towards inner peace and spiritual wisdom. Instead of resisting Ketu's lessons, embracing them can make detachment easier. So one, you wanted a remedy, right, Ashish? So the remedy is praying to Lord Ganesha because he rules Ketu. Pray to Lord Ganesha to make me detach. I have written here fruitfully. You can say, make me detach easily, make me detach blissfully, make me detach easily, right? So if this could be a new prayer, even for a young person like Vikram, you can learn to detach from some things, I don't know. It's like how you were doing Satya, Ahimsa, Aparigraha, Asteya, Brahmacharya. Maybe you should start doing all that again, and maybe this is another thing to add to your kitty. Yeah. What Vikram had done was for 1 month or 3 months or 6 months, he would practice one of the yamas or niyamas. And this he did when he was 18 or 19, right? Some such age. Vikram,
Yes, doctor.
तो तुम कितने साल में कर रहे थे बताओ ना?
I was 19, 20 years old.
Correct. Now Ramakrishna Paramahansa had a lota for personal use, which he would clean 4 times a day, never forgetting to clean the lota before going to sleep at night and after waking up in the morning. He would polish the lota from inside and outside with his thumb. Disciples, seeing Paramahansa Ji doing this every day, wondered why did he do it with so much concentration? Anyone can clean the lota. Why does he have to do it like this? They asked him, why do you wash the lota with so much effort? Is there a secret behind this? Is it a magical lota? It is true. This is a magical pot, he said. When I clean this pot, I clean my mind. So this is the synecdoche. He's cleaning the pot for his mind. Okay? So likewise, जब तुम, जैसे मैंने बोला ना, जब तुम किसी को खिला रहे हो वो या किसी को पैसा दे रहे हो, तो अगर तुम उसको दे रहे हो, बोल रहे हो मैं भगवान हूँ, मैं भगवान को दे रहा हूँ, so then you are again isolating yourself from extra karma. He is highlighting to us कि हम जब बर्तन भी धो रहे हैं, if you can think कि मैं अपना mind धो रहा हूँ, मैं अपना soul धो रहा हूँ, maybe you will do something extraordinary, This is just a thought. Anyone? Sorry, it is true. It's yeah, Gagan.
So if you're doing something good for somebody and then you feel that you're not the one who's doing it, you're instrumental in the fact that the Lord appointed you to do it,
Don't go
how
that
does that
complex.
make you?
Don't complex it. Just say मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ, भगवान कर रहा है, भगवान के लिए कर रहा है. Don't say I've been appointed. Then still the I is there.
No, I'm the wrong choice of words, but that's what I meant.
Yeah. मैं तो हूँ ही नहीं ना.
हाँ.
तो last time you actually said this कि you feel कि ये जो Zoom में मैं बात कर रही हूँ तो मैं कर ही नहीं रही हूँ, कोई और कर रहा है. तो now if I had a big ego, I would say ऐसे कैसे, मैंने कितने रिसर्च किए हैं, मैंने कितना टाइम इस पे स्पेंड किया है. अभी तक 2, 4, 6 घंटे पहले भी मैं लिख रही थी. मैंने तो कुछ लोगों को फोन करके धमकी भी दी है कि बीच में मत छोड़ना. आज मैंने सच्ची फोन करके बोला बिकॉज आई रियली वर्कड हार्ड ऑन दिस पर्टिकुलर Zoom. Point is कि if when you said to me कि the words that are coming out from my mouth, they seem to be so wonderful कि हो सकता है कि बीना ने किया ही नहीं है ना. तो बीना तो आई नहीं ना इसमें। तो वही सेम चीज होता है, अगर मुझे किसी के साथ कोई बंधन बनाना ही नहीं है, मैं सब अपने कर्म करूं ये सोच के कि कोई और कर रहा है, मतलब सॉरी वो कर रहा है किसी, उसके लिए
वो
अपने
कर
लिए कर रहा है, हाँ वो कर रहा है अपने लिए कर रहा है, राइट। So he said that dirt keeps accumulating on our mind every moment. When I clean this pot so well, it teaches me that my mind should be cleaned in this way. Even if you miss it once, the mind will make you do wrong things sequentially. Now, this is here where hypnosis has been of big help to me, because I've been able to remove a lot of debris and programming from people, keeping our mind and body clean, not only from outside, but also from inside. Hypnosis, meditation, yoga, swadhyay, part, puja is the cleansing process. Otherwise, transactional debris just builds up on the mind, decentering us, causing irritability, ill health, mental and physical fatigue, causing illness and disruption. Okay, you all must have experienced that. Irritation just keeps building up, and it definitely then affects how you manage many of the other chapters of your life. He had throat cancer. It became difficult for him to swallow even water. Vivekananda said to his Gurudev, Ramakrishna Paramahans, why don't you pray to Ma Kali for yourself? It is a matter of a moment. You just say it and the throat will be fine. Ramakrishna did not say anything. One day, when he insisted a lot, Ramakrishna Paramahans said, you don't understand, Narendra. It is necessary to settle what you have done. Otherwise, you will have to come again to settle it. So, whatever is happening, it is better to let it happen. It is not right to create any obstacle in it. Vivekananda said, if not this much, then at least say this much, that the throat should be in a condition to drink water and eat food while I'm alive. I feel very unbearable pain when I see you suffering like this. So Ramakrishna Paramahansa said, today I will tell her. When he woke up in the morning, he started laughing. He started laughing out loud and said, I had a lot of fun today. You told me, Gags, why don't you... Right. So when he woke up in the morning, he started laughing out loud. He said, I had a lot of fun today. You told me, so this is the picture of Ma Kali and Ramakrishna Paramahans. He told me to tell this to mother. I told my mother, and mother said, have you taken a contract with this truth? What is your problem in eating from other people's truths? Ramakrishna said, I had to become a fool by listening to you. You were reminding me for no reason, and this is true. It is obvious. What is the contract with this truth? From today, when you eat, understand that I am eating from your truth. The doctor came and he said, are you laughing at the condition of this body is such that there cannot be a situation of more pain than this. More pain, matlab tum has rahe ho jab tumko throat cancer hai, then it must be very painful. Ramakrishna said, I am laughing at what happened to my mind, that I did not realize that all the throats are mine. Now I eat from all throats. Why do you insist on this one truth? No matter how difficult the situation is, saints never ask for themselves. Sadhus never ask for themselves. If they ask for themselves, then their saintliness ends. So this is the Ketu. You see, Ketu was not letting him see what goddess Kali made him see after he asked for the truth. Are you all getting the connect? Yes? These saints, they turn a pauper into a king and a king into a pauper, but they themselves remain beggars. When the soul becomes one with the universal soul, then there is no longer any mine, yours. A saint does not need to ask for himself because he never lacks in anything. Okay, so I will continue the rest some other time, but I will just finish 2 more slides. This is a very beautiful one. Anything you lose by speaking your truth isn't a loss, it is an alignment. If you say the truth to your wife and she gets angry, you are not going to lose anything by speaking that truth, because you're actually aligning. Next thing is, when you're there, you observe, don't absorb. The big problem we do is we absorb from Led Zeppelin, we absorb from Beatles, we'll absorb from Beyonce and all. Just observe. If you really like watching it, observe it. Okay? Speak softly, because your words, I don't know, that thing has got cut off somewhere. This is 12, so 13 has got cut off. Oh, here
It's
it is.
on the side
13.
of the image.
Yeah, yeah.
The
The
less you
less
say,
you say, the more your words will be heard and they will matter. Working on yourself, by yourself, for yourself. So democracy is a government by yourself, for yourself, of yourself, right? So working on yourself, by yourself, for yourself. Don't outsource your health to your trainer, to your dietitian or your doctor. Be careful with yourself. Don't spend yourself in trivialities. I remember some current ex-patient told me कि आपने मुझे बोला था वो डॉक्टर के पास जाने के लिए. So now I should have become okay. So from that, this patient should realize na कि she's not becoming okay because she is not taking charge of her health. The doctor can only keep trying to make her well. You see, we are outsourcing our health. We are outsourcing everything. You know, a lot of people outsource the education. The people who don't outsource the education are today really, really geniuses because they enjoy studying. Like that, enjoy looking after your health. Only the brave adapt. It's the cowards who are arrogant and want to bend circumstances. It's weird, right? I would say that you're very powerful to be able to bend circumstances to your wish, but it is the brave who adapt. It is the cowards who threaten, bully, and want to change circumstances to suit yourself. And Ronak, I want to say something here. Remember, you said, oh, by the way, Ronak has started waking up at Brahma Muhurat and praying. And he says that now I realize that maybe I should make this a regular thing. Why? He says, because I realize that all day long I have a quiet inner peace. So I want to let you know that there is this word from these words which I picked up from a Vedic text. Recognize him as the quiet inner peace that steals over your consciousness. This is what you're experiencing. You see, you're getting it now. I had to find this text to put it here. Okay. I will continue with all this later. This is a very important thing that I wanted to share with you all, but I will do it for the next thing. Now, there are 2 slides that I want to finish. So, divorce. Now, divorce is normally ke hum tumse alag ho gaye, lekin now I'm telling you from a perspective of a child. So, the first point is parents, in an attempt to protect me, would assure me that what I was experiencing was not taking place. No, everything is okay. We were not really fighting. The yelling you heard last night must have been the neighbors. I explained to them today as an adult that when you deny a child's reality, the lesson is I cannot trust my own perception. So you see, हमको क्या लगता है कि as adults we can play with so many lives, but the child is helpless. मतलब उसको तो कोई option ही नहीं है. तो जब आप बच्चे की concern को नकारते हो, not only in a divorce but generally, if the child says I'm afraid to go to a bathroom, don't shame that child. उसको जो डर लग रहा है वो सच है उसके लिए. जो तुम्हारा कुत्ता भौंकता है उसका एक फीलिंग चल रहा है. सो डोंट डिनाई दैट डॉग, एनिमल, चाइल्ड्स रियलिटी, because they have to trust their own perception. Then comes the joint custody, which is the new thing that is supposed to be fair. What happens to the child is the constantly switching from one home to the other had been hard for me. I never spent more than 6 days under the same roof until I was in my late 20s. Matlab, this person didn't get a chance to settle only by the programming. That person must have left their parents' home by 18, but till they were in their late 20s, they could not stay in the same roof for a long period of time. It is difficult when each household has different rules and you have to keep track of who you need to be. So that means they were changing their personality to adapt to the mother's home or to the father's home. You can see how painful this must have been. Ashish, give me your 2 penny bit, yeah. Like you are dealing with some mental health thing only or some social thing, right? No, yours is that Myoho Renge Kyo, right? That is what right. Sorry. Then 2B, I always felt I was betraying a parent if I enjoyed the company of the other. So see how complex you made it for the child to be a relationship in relationships. How I felt it was my job to make sure everyone was getting along. 2C, how hard it is to deal with the other relationships as parents start dating. My father's girlfriends had a tendency to tell me about the problems they were having with my father. I felt honored and involved and responsible and loved at being confided in and treated like an adult. But I was 9. So poor child, how they must have been suffering. They were being forced to be adult. See, when you're being forced to be an adult, कि okay, तुम छोटे बच्चों का ख्याल रख रहे हो, by condition of some tragedy, fine, but this is really unasked for. To end this flux in my life, instability, inability to sense out, and what I have suffered as a child of divorced adults, operative word here being adult, was to get a confirmation of many things I remember and that have never been validated. So validation was missing from this child as they grew up. This is an iconic photograph. It marks the end of the career of matador Alvaro Munero. It's like the bull is talking to him. See, this is such an evocative picture. It's a world famous picture. I have always introduced you all to completely unknown things. In the middle of a battle, he suddenly repented and sat down crying at the edge of the field. Later in an interview, Alvaro said, "Suddenly I didn't see the horns, but the bull's eyes. He stood in front of me and started looking at me. He just stood there and watched without making any attempt to attack. The innocence that is in the eyes of all animals looked at me with a plea for help. It was like a cry for justice, and somewhere deep inside me, I suddenly realized that he was addressing me in the same way we address God in prayer. I don't want to fight with you. Please leave me, because I have done nothing wrong to you. You can kill me if you want, but I don't want to fight you." And I, reading this in his eyes, felt like the worst creature in the world and interfered with the war. After that, I became a vegetarian and stopped fighting in bullfights. This story was published in 2012. After thousands of other foreign publications told about this case, this is all unedited. It is from a Spanish magazine. And so I haven't done any editing. Millions of people got to know the matador Alvaro Munero, and this photograph became one of the most recognized in the world. See, it is dangerous. He could just come and gore him. वैसा बैठा है, अगर ये बुल चाहे तो उसको आके अभी totally मार सकता है. I don't know if you all have seen bullfights in movies. I also included this piece here because people are asking me if they can revert to eating meat to manage deficiencies in their blood reports or whatever. You are on a journey, don't backtrack and lose traction. Find other ways to manage your deficiency. I mean, this is just so beautiful. I don't know if this has touched your heart somewhere, people. So I will do the other slides later so that you all can get a reprieve. I hope you all have enjoyed today's thing. And as usual, you all have seen things which you normally probably don't get an opportunity to read on your own or see, right? Thank you very much for joining in. And do you all want me to finish with a prayer or something? So anybody wants to say a prayer? Anybody? Okay, so I will take the 32 names of Devi, who we just saw in the goddess Durga's 32 names. Okay, Durga Batis Namavali, Durga Drutishnam Mala. जो मनुष्य मुझ दुर्गा की इस नाम माला का पाठ करता है वह निसंदेह सब प्रकार के भय से मुक्त हो जाएगा. ये देवी का वचन है. दुर्गा, दुर्गति शमनी, दुर्गा पदी निवारणी, दुर्गम छेदनी, दुर्गा साधनी, दुर्गा नाशनी, दुर्गा तो धारणी, दुर्गा निहंत्री, दुर्गा मापहा, दुर्गम ज्ञानदा, दुर्गा दैत्य लोक दवानला, दुर्गा माँ लोका, दुर्गा मात्मा स्वरूपनी, दुर्गा मार्ग प्रदा, दुर्गम विद्या, दुर्गम श्रिता, दुर्गम ज्ञान संस्थान, दुर्गम ध्यान भासनी, दुर्गमोह, दुर्गमगा, दुर्गमार्था स्वरूपिणी, दुर्गमासुर सहंत्री, दुर्गमा युद्धारिणी, दुर्गमांगी, दुर्गमता, दुर्गम्य, दुर्गमेश्वरी, दुर्ग भीमा, दुर्ग भामा, दुर्ग भा, दुर्गदारिणी, नमावली मीमाऊ यस्तु दुर्गाया मम मानवा पठेत सर्वभय मुक्तो भविष्यति न संशय. मतलब सब भय और संशय से मुझे मुक्ति दो हे मां. I hope she is listening to us. Amen. Thank you for joining in. Good night and good luck.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, doctor.